In this video, we're going to learn how to make data tables and graphs for our science fair data. First thing you want to do is enter your data into Excel. You want to put your independent variable in the left column and your dependent variable in the right column. You want to also make sure to label your columns. Now that you have your data in the table, you want to select the data, and we're going to copy and paste it into Word and make a data table in Word for our report. You want to select the data table, then right click and go to Table Properties. You can now add a border or shading to the table. I would select Grid. And now we have a table in Word that we can use in our report. Okay, let's go back to Excel and we're going to learn how to graph our data. So again, we want to select our data. We're going to go up to Charts, and you can select the chart that you think is appropriate. I'm going to use a scatter plot. Okay, this allows you to see each point on the graph, and I'm going to select the smooth marked scatter so that I can see a line that follows my data. Right, so the graph should come up, and now that we have the graph up, we're going to edit it so it looks a little nicer for our viewers. First thing you're going to want to do is select a chart layout that will allow you to label your axes. So I selected the first one, and then I also made my graph a little bigger. You can get rid of the key that's on your graph. That'll make your graph itself bigger. Now you can go in and label your axes. You're going to want to be very specific here and make sure that you include units. So I'm using humidity in percentage, and then the rate of oxygen production. You also want to go up and put a descriptive title so that someone who reads your graph will be able to tell what the graph is about. I used humidity versus oxygen production in photosynthesis. That way anybody that reads this graph knows what my data is showing. So now you have a complete graph. You can right click it and copy and paste it into Word. Now you have your data table and your graph, and I would probably suggest centering it in the page and including it in your results section.